Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back students in your mathematics class. Today I am going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 11, algebraic expressions. What are expressions? Expressions that contains variable and constants are called algebraic expressions. What are algebraic expressions? That contains variables and constants are called algebraic expression. Now the question arises that what are variables? The letter such as x, y, l, m and so on are variables. Variables are generally represented by the letters of English alphabets such as X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Okay, they are variables. Now what are constants? A constant, a value that does not change is a constant. A variable can take various values and its values is not fixed, but a constant, but the value of the constants are fixed. Now see this equation. 7x square plus 5xy plus 8. Here x and y are the variables and 8 is constant. Okay, so algebraic expressions are formed by combining variables and constants with the help of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. For example, suppose you have equation 6x plus 9. What does it mean? It means that here x is multiplied by 6 and added by 9, right? Or 14y plus 15. What does it mean? That y is multiplied by 14 and added by 15. 3x minus 2. X is multiplied by 3 and subtracted by 2. So these all are algebraic expressions. Algebraic expressions are formed by combining variables and constants with the help of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Consider the expression 9x plus 4. In forming this expression, we first multiply 9 by x and then we add 4 to it, right? So here you can see that these expressions have parts. We have multiplied 9x and then we have added 4 to it, right? So here these expressions have parts which are formed separately and then added, right? So they are added to form a expression. Now these parts are called terms. That means terms are added or subtracted to form a expression. So how many terms are there in this equation? There are 2 terms. Similarly, for example, if you have equation 3x square plus 2x plus 9, how many terms are there? 1, 2, 3. How many terms are there? 3 terms. Okay. Similarly, when you have an equation like this, 4xy square, here we have only one term. Okay. Now look at this. Suppose we have this 4t and minus 3t. Now here you can see that in this term the variable is t, and here also the variable is t. So we call these terms as like terms. When terms have the same algebraic parts, they are called like terms. 3x square y comma 2y x square. Now here you can see that we have x square in this term and we have x square in this term also. Here we have y and here we have y. So here we have a same algebraic parts. So these terms are known as like terms. When terms have the same algebraic parts, they are called like terms. Now see this. Suppose we have 3x and 4xy. Now you can see here that here is x, here is y, but here these terms, here the algebraic parts are not same, right? So these terms are known as unlike terms. The terms having different algebraic part is called unlike terms. For example, 3x and 4xy, or 3x square y comma 4y square x, they are also unlike terms. Every term is a product of its factors. But what are these factors? Look at this term 3xy. We can say here that 3, x, y are the factors of 3xy. Similarly, suppose we have 5xy. So we can say that 5, x, y are the factors of 5xy. Right? So every term is a product of its factor. Now we'll talk about coefficient. Any of the factors of a term is called the coefficient of the product of the remaining factors. Now suppose we have a term 8p square q. Now here 8 is the coefficient of p square q. Here 8 is the coefficient of p square q. P square is the coefficient of 8q. Similarly, q is the coefficient of 8p square. So any of the factor of a term is the coefficient of the product of the remaining factors. The numerical part is called the numerical coefficient, and literal part or the variable part is called the literal coefficient. See this term 24xy. Here 24 is the numerical coefficient, and xy, this is the variable part, or you can say literal part. It is a literal coefficient. Now suppose we have a term x to the power 4. Now what is the numerical coefficient here? Can you guess? What is the numerical coefficient here? Here the numerical coefficient is 1, because we don't have any numerical value here, so it means we have 1 here. So the numerical coefficient here is 1, and the literal coefficient is x to the power 4. This term contains only variable part. It means that it has a numerical coefficient as is 1. Now, types of algebraic expressions. First is monomials. Expressions having a single term with whole number exponents are called monomial. For example, x minus 10xy, 5y, x to the power 4. So the expressions having a single term with whole number exponents are called monomials. These are monomials. Now if I talk about minus 7 x to the power minus 1, here the exponent is not a whole number, so this is not a monomial. If I talk about this minus 3y by x square, it is also not a monomial. Okay. Expressions having a single term with whole number exponents are called monomials. Second is binomials. A binomial is a sum or difference of two monomials, or you can say an expression that contains two terms are known as binomials. For example, x minus 2y, 3y square minus 2. Here you can see in this equation there are two terms. In this equation there are also two terms. So the expressions that has two terms are known as binomials. Now third is trinomials. The expressions that contains three terms are known as trinomials. For example, x minus 2y plus 3z, 2x square minus 5y square plus z, they all are trinomials because it contains three terms. And all three are known as polynomials. A polynomial is a monomial, is a binomial, is a trinomial. Okay. All algebraic expressions that has one or more than one terms are called polynomials. In polynomials, the variable must have whole number exponents. For example, if we take x to the power minus 1, here the power is minus 1, then what does it mean? You can write this, you can write x minus 1 as 1 by x. So it is not a polynomial. It is not a polynomial because in polynomial the variable must have whole number exponents. If I talk about this, x square upon y minus 2x cube plus 4x to the power 4 y to the power minus 2 minus 7. This expression is also not a polynomial because it contains, here the power of y is -2 and here the power of y is -1. That's why it is written in the denominator. So this is also not a polynomial. X square y minus 2x cube plus 4x to the power 4 y to the power 2 minus 7. Is this a polynomial or not? This is a polynomial. Now, degree of monomials. The degree of a monomials is the sum of the exponents of the variables. For example, suppose if we take 3a to the power 3b to the power 5. Here what we do, we add the exponents of the variable a and b. That means we add 3 and 5. So what you get here, you get 8. So the exponent of this monomial is 8. Now suppose if we have a term 9. Here you can see that there is no variable, but we can write 9 as 9x to the power 0. It means the degree of this term is 0. Suppose we have a term 5y. What is the degree of this term? Here the exponent of variable y is 1. So the degree of this monomial is 1. Now we'll talk about the degree of polynomials. Now suppose we have equation 12abc minus 8a square b square and c square. Now here what we do, we will find out the sum of the powers of the variable. First we find out the sum of the powers of the variable. Here we have 1, 1 and 1. So when we add 1, 1, 1, we get here 3. And here when we add 2 plus 2 plus 2, here what we get? We get 6. So here the degree of a polynomial is the greatest sum. Here the greatest sum, here the greatest number is 6. It means the degree of this polynomial is 6. Let's take one more example. X square y minus 2x cube plus 4x to the power 4 y to the power 2. Here we have 2 and here we have 1. So when we add 2 and 1, we get 3. Here we get 3 and here we get 6. So what is the degree of this polynomial? The degree of this polynomial is 6. Now standard form of polynomial. The term of a polynomial may be written in any order. However, polynomial that contains only one variable are usually written in standard form. The standard form of a polynomial that contains one variable is written with terms in order from greatest degree to least degree. When written in standard form, the coefficient of the first term is called the leading coefficient. Suppose we have a polynomial 70 minus 3x square plus x to the power 5 plus 8x cube. Here we have to write this polynomial in standard form. So what we do, we arrange the degrees from greatest to smallest. So the greatest degree here is x to the power 5. So we write this term first. We write x to the power 5. Then what we write? We write plus 8x to the power 3. Then minus 3x to the power 2. Then plus 17. This is the standard form of a polynomial. Now look at this question. Evaluate if a is equals to 2, b is equals to 1, c is equals to 10. First is 3b bracket a cube minus c. What we do, we put the value of b, a and c in this equation. First, what does it mean 3b? It means that 3 is multiplied by b and this whole is multiplied by this whole bracket, a cube minus c. Okay? Now we put the value of b, a, c in this equation. The value of b is 1. So here we write 3 multiplied by 1 multiply, what is the value of a? 2. 2 to the power 3 minus c, that means 10. Now 3 multiplied by 1, we get 3. Now 2 to the power 3 means 8 minus 10. Now 8 minus 10, 2. And we put the sign of a bigger number. The bigger number is 10. So we put here minus. Now 3 multiplied by minus 2, you get minus 6. Similarly here we have minus a minus b plus c whole square. So first we put the values here, minus 2 minus 1 plus 10 whole square. Now minus minus plus, 2 plus 1 3 and the sign minus, then plus 10 whole square. Now minus plus minus, so here we get 7 square. Now 7 square means 49. This is your required answer.